Okay, so I am on my way to go get COVID tested. Today is August 2nd. It's a Sunday, which means tomorrow is August 3rd, which is the day I start orientation. And so they're having to COVID test, I think everyone, I don't know if it's just all grad students or all grad students and undergrad students, but everybody needs to get COVID tested before you can go to campus. And so we're getting COVID tested because we're supposed to be on campus, I guess, at least a little bit this week. The only thing I know for sure is we're supposed to be on campus on Tuesday to meet with the academic advisors we all have. And then we're also doing a CPR training type thing, which may or may not be on campus. I'm not totally sure. I haven't checked yet. But bottom line, we have to get COVID tested, which I think is great. But I want a small rant. Okay, so I am leaving the parking lot from just getting my nose swabbed, and let me tell you, nothing to complain about. And even so I'm on Accutane right now and have been for a while, so I'm in the middle of Accutane, which does all kinds of things, makes your nose dry, makes all your skin thinner, and so whatever, I'll learn about it someday, whatever, mucus linings or whatever in my nose, they're dry as heck right now and sensitive and probably thin and brittle, and it still wasn't bad. Yes, it wasn't comfortable, I'm not doing it for fun, but 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 on the pain scale at most. Probably a 1 out of 10 if my nose wasn't so dry and sort of hurting to start with, but 2 out of 10 as is. Honest review, honest score, 2 out of 10. So nothing to complain about. I don't want to hear people complain. If you can't do it for yourself, learn to go through a little discomfort for other people. And there's a little bit of just telling yourself it's not bad makes it better. Sometimes it is beneficial to lie to yourself. Now, that aside, there's a lot of bad times where people are lying to themselves and it's not beneficial. But sometimes you got to lie to yourself and say, hey, I can take it. I'm tougher than I think I am, and it's going to be no problem. I'm not going to complain. I got this. So this is a case where learn to not complain. You're stronger than you think you are. You're going to do great. You have no problems. Go get COVID tested if you're supposed to. No problem. You're ready to go. I want a small rant on COVID testing that I am shocked about how many people I've heard complaining about having to go get tested, specifically because you get a little swab stuck up your nose, which wasn't even on my radar as a factor in getting COVID tested. I am shocked that that's even a barrier or consideration in people's decision of should I get tested or not. It's if your doctor tells you to get tested, go get tested. And so I'm just baffled. I guess that I can't really think of much that would be a factor in my decision as far as bodily discomfort that would make me second guess if a medical professional or if I had to get tested for school or something like that would factor into my decision. Getting blood drawn, getting an MRI, all that stuff that I don't want to trivialize the discomfort and real pain and fear and stuff as a result of claustrophobia if you're getting an MRI, or being afraid of needles if you're having to get blood drawn, or you just don't like things shoved up your nose, which is understandable. I don't like things shoved up my nose either. I've had more than one thing shoved up my nose in my life, and it's not comfortable. But it's a lot more comfortable than getting COVID, and it's a lot more comfortable than giving COVID to someone else. How is that remotely in the realm of consideration when we're trying to deal with a pandemic as a country? If you need to get tested, go get tested. It's as simple as that. It's even if it was the most uncomfortable thing in the world and the most painful thing in the world, I hope I'd be saying the same thing, that I don't care. I'm supposed to get tested. I'm going to go get tested, and I'm not going to complain about it. What does complaining about it get you? There's a lot of things in life that there's just do or do not. You just make the decision. And yeah, there's going to be adverse things in your way, and there's going to be discomfort along the way, but you made the decision to do it. Just do it. I've decided to go get tested. I don't care what it feels like. I don't care if it hurts. I don't care if it doesn't hurt. It's just something you go do. So if you're supposed to be getting tested, if your doctor says to go get tested, just go do it. Like, it doesn't hurt that bad. And even if it does hurt, you're tough. You can handle it. Like, pain is so temporary. There's this fear of discomfort in our society, and I just don't know why we're so afraid of pain. Like, there's a lot worse things than physical pain. I would much rather go through immense physical pain than have to put someone else through the emotional pain of losing their grandparent or their parent or their sibling because I gave them COVID or they got COVID or anything like that. It's just not in the same ballpark. I don't care about your little discomfort at having to go get COVID tested. But yeah, that's my rant. Get COVID tested. Don't complain about it. Pain is temporary. Do things for other people. Be willing to go through pain for the greater good. Don't be ordinary. Being ordinary is being scared of pain. Don't be ordinary. Go be great.